Our primary big picture function is we're trying to use aerotropolis concepts to build an interconnected transportation complex for southeastern Wisconsin that's efficient, and ultimately that would be a reason to have businesses be in the area because of being flexible connectivity, et cetera. So that's what we're trying to do. We're really still at the preliminary stage. We brought the concept together. We have formed a public-private nonprofit corporation which includes 8 municipalities around the airport. The County of Milwaukee, which actually owns the airport, and also the Regional Planning Commission, and we have 4 parts of the state of Wisconsin that are formally involved. And the good news is they're learning more about the concept and what we're trying to do and becoming much more supportive and interested. And those parts are the Department of Transportation, Economic Development Corporation, Department of Natural Resources, and also there's an authority within the state, Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority. So the good news that we were talking about previously is I've just found out today that there may be up to $100 million allocated from Wisconsin Housing and Economic Development Authority towards economic development concepts in metropolitan Milwaukee, but certainly including the Gateway area and the aerotropolis concept. So there's really a reason for optimism around how people are coming together around these concepts. There is one thing that is developing, and I think Milwaukee is one of the leaders perhaps in the world, and there's an organization called the Water Council. Fresh water is becoming an increasingly valuable resource in the world. With the Great Lakes water system, obviously, that's a huge source of fresh water for the world. As it turns out, there are already about 130 companies in metropolitan Milwaukee that are somehow around the world of fresh water. University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee is establishing a freshwater sciences program. There's investment going into developing that. So that's one activity that's going on. Wisconsin is a very heavy agricultural state. There are a lot of companies around food processing. Food processing, once you process the food, you have to ship it somewhere. It could be international. So how do you begin to ship things more internationally? Also, Wisconsin and, in fact, greater Chicago, there's a lot of specialty manufacturing that goes on. Going along with all that, there is a fair amount of insurance companies and financial institutions and also IT efforts that are going on. So there are a wide range of economic clusters that the aerotropolis concepts will look to support and have them be able to make more money by being more efficient with this capability. Milwaukee is blessed in that we have 4 modes of transportation that are located in a fairly tight geographic area. So the key will become how to take advantage of that. I think the changes in global economy, the financial challenges facing our country, our state or municipal areas are forcing people to take serious looks at how do you change, how do you do things more efficiently. So human beings have to go through this exercise of realization and come to a decision point of saying, okay, we really better, in a collaborative manner, look to behave, to have some definite goals and work to accomplish those. That's one thing. Then the other thing is the shift where historically it might have been competing versus Chicago at something, but we better take a look at how we work together as a whole region to make the whole region more successful. So those are probably the 2 biggest challenges to work on in the near term.